there was even a point in time where the reason it was called at that time NFC least, because I remember even Dallas, that entire division.
Matter of fact, look who's trying to talk. Talking about some least. The AFC least.
Let me see.
From what your team resides in and got to the Super Bowl all them years because of.
Okay, hey, so Ragu,
however you can.
All them first round buys y'all got from playing in that bubble division.
Y'all blamed Urban Myers first.
Yeah.
That was what y'all blamed it on. Then it was the line. They was blaming the receiver, saying they ain't catching the football.
Yeah, that was one.
And then now it's not Peterson, but his boy that he won't fire. So, I mean, it's always everybody else. At what point do you point the finger at the man you just gave $250 million to?
Yeah. It's like, why would I do this?
Like, nigga, either you dumb or you think I'm dumb.
Yeah, why would I do this?
All right, what up? Welcome to the All Grind Sports Show. We are politically incorrect. I go by the name of JC. Here are my wonderful brothers, co-hosts, my OG. Thank y'all for tuning in the way y'all have been. This is episode 126, I believe. Make sure y'all continue to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us, and we appreciate that. So, got us a fun episode ahead of us, man. We're going to talk this recap, talk a little basketball, and get up out of here, man. So, first off, we got my youngin' from the So Icy gang, tatted like a biker gang. Our guy, Andre, the sports junkie.
First off, thank you, JC, for moving this to 3. You gave me time. And also, with that being said, it's Podcast Tuesday! Let's fucking go. Felt like an eternity.
Hey. Then next up, you see he got the background ready. We got the YouTube sensation from the Day Follow from Burners podcast. Raider news like you will hear nowhere else on the planet. My guy, Raider Ragu.
Word is bond. Thanks for having me, brother.
Good to have you, sir. Before we get into any sports news, I want to send, because it happened, I think, right after we got off stream last time. Prayers up to Greg Popovich, man. Mm-hmm. It was reported that he had a mild stroke. And I know he just already lost his wife recently. So, prayers up to Pop, man. Hope for a speedy recovery to the legend.
He was married to his wife for a long time?
Probably longer than I've been alive.
Yeah.
Some spit like that.
Also, I want to send
with humans is how long has wife been gone?
What was like a year or two now?
Year or two. Like
it was recent. It was hella recent.
Yeah, like
because everybody was just telling him to retire, and then it's like, you know, if
he wouldn't have retired, he'd probably be dead already.
That's why I said
he'd probably be dead already.
Yeah, and that's what they say. They say usually like when you stop working, you pretty much just sitting at home waiting to die. So
especially when you lost your long time.
Yeah, and I think he probably was thinking about it maybe until that happened, and then he was like, "Well, let me just keep working." But you know, it sucks to hear, man. You know, that's one of the, I guess, the best and worst things about life. You know what I'm saying? You got the evolution, but you know, you lose the great ones, you lose loved ones the older you get, man. So, you know, I'm hoping that Pac got a speedy recovery to this, man.
Also, because I forgot to mention it in last week's airing, shout out prayers also to Jay Will and his girlfriend and her family as well.
Oh, yeah,
I know
absolutely.
they've been going through that. Jay Will, if you ever need anything, you know how to contact us. We're here if anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah, prayers out, man, and thoughts as well to both of the families.
That being said, let's get into this recap, man. We'll start with Thursday night football. got the Washington Communist Party and the Eagles. The NFC East matchup.
It used to be the NFC least.
It is with a couple of them.
That's debatable.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just crazy.
That's debatable, but all right.
They are really 8-2, like quietly.
Wait, what's debatable? What I said or what Dre said?
No, what Dre said about the NFC least. I don't remember ever referring to that division as that.
They definitely had that name once upon a time.
When?
A couple of, like
all them years that the Cowboys was dominating and they was the only ones good.
Remember? No. Remember
in the 90s?
Remember our
after the Eagles won, they had a dry spell. None of them niggas good during that time.
After the Eagles won with the
after the Super Bowl, Nick Foles? Yeah, this is past Nick Foles' era, but it was between that and
that wasn't even that long ago.
That's what I'm saying. The Eagles wasn't too. I think you have a recency bias. The Eagles was not good. Let me see. You all right? I'll refresh your memory.
I know.
You don't remember that last game of the season when the Eagles and Washington they was like blatantly trying to tank right in front of us.
So about like 5 years.
There was even a point in time where Dallas. There was even a point in time where the reason it was called at that time NFC least, because I remember even Dallas, that entire division.
Matter of fact, look who's trying to talk. Talking about some least. The AFC least.
Let me see.
From what your team resides in and got to the Super Bowl all them years because of.
Okay, so Ragu,
however you can.
All them first round buys y'all got from playing in that boo division.
Facts. That's big facts.
Take what you can get.
I ain't gonna take too much time on this, but in the 21 seat at the end of the 21 season, the highest record in the NFC least East, whatever you want to call it, was the Washington football team at the time. They didn't even have a damn name. They were 7-9.
I remember that with Taylor Heineke. So what? Like 1 or 2 seasons where the teams were down?
I'm just saying that was when I heard this spit.
Dre, you got some nerve calling another division.
No, it wasn't me. It was the announcers. How did you not hear that? That was all they would. It was
I didn't hear announcers, but there was some online I used to see.
Mm-hmm. That's where I figured it out. I remember it popping up the screen. They were like,
"So, Ragu, right? It was probably about time flies, but this was about 4 or 5 years ago. I'm talking about where they had a few seasons where it was just
nobody was any good.
Yeah.
All right. Sure. All right. Anyway, okay. This game
back to regular schedule program. Yeah.
This game, it turned out a little lopsided, right? What was the final score?
18-26.
Oh no! So yeah, it was one score.
Jaden had a chance at the end.
It was a good, entertaining game. Little bit too much Saquon, man. A little bit too much Saquon, I would say, at the end of the day. That was the separator between them, two teams.
Jaden had some growing pains dealing with them corners over there.
Huh?
They wouldn't let Terry get no separation for real.
Vic Fangio, you know what I mean? The veteran decor in Philly.
Right.
You know, you're not going to just let no rookie, no matter how good he is. You're not going to just let no rookie beat him. You know, you're going to have to really play a game to win. And
for sure.
They lost by 1 score. Good entertaining game. And I just keep looking at the Commanders, y'all, and say, damn, what a difference
a
QB makes, bro. And I know they made some other additions too, like defensively. They got
last year. I thought they was. I ain't gonna say I thought they was cleaning house last year. Like I thought they was just saying that
like fire sale, huh?
Scratch. Yeah.
Here they are, but here they are. Yeah,
they got rid of the whole damn near front 7.
But for real, bro, it just show you need a QB, or you ain't doing nothing in this league, brother.
There's two things, like you said. You said one of them, Ragu, and then the other thing, as we always say, our offense moves as far as our offensive line takes us.
Yeah.
But Saquon had 26 carries for $146 and 3 tutties. Jesus.
2 tutties.
2 tutties, excuse me. Thank you.
And I saw that last one coming because, they ran that play about 2 to 3 plays before that, and they tackled him on a shoestring tackle. And the old core in me said, "Oh, run that shit again."
But you can't do it right back.
Not right back, but you do a little, throw some little fuzz, fluff in their face, and then run that shit again, man. And they did, and he found that hole that time, balls, and took that shit to the crib, man. And that ended up being a decider. At the time they went up 2 tugs, but Washington kept fighting back.
They tried to get that last little onside kick. That was a hell of a throw too on that last 2-point conversion.
Yeah,
that was a hell of a throw, hell of a catch.
Yeah, that was a good game, man.
Yeah, it was.
Had all the elements, little tush push.
I ain't gonna lie, that's been ain't been looking the same without Kelsey.
Without,
Jalen balled. A good game, but yeah. So first place in the East was on the line too, and Philly took it. Philly looking good, man.
Yeah. They've been sneakily
despite
only
all their
lost 2 games.
Problems,
all this it felt like, I think we was just talking about it a couple weeks ago. Like, damn, these niggas 5-2 or 6-2. Like, it didn't feel
we were
like
saying that they had a bunch of turmoil. Remember, because the coach was getting into it with the fans and stuff about play calling and all kind of crap. And then you look up and they only lost 2 games though.
And then the games that they was winning, it was like you could tell they snuck out of that spit by the skin of their teeth type spit.
And
like the Browns game, for example. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, they did win that game, huh?
He's like, God, wait a minute.
It's starting to feel like Lions and Eagles are separating. I don't want to count the Niners out, but
nigga, I'm counting the Niners out.
It's starting to get a little.
Fan, that's what you talking about.
Starting to get a little late. I'm just saying, as far as who's been there the last few years in the NFC, Cowboys certainly been counted out.
You know what? I don't know who it was, but somebody in media said the Cowboys wasn't making the playoffs, and whoever that was got murdered. I don't remember exactly who it was, but they killed whoever that was consensusly. I wish I remembered who it was, but somebody said that they're not making playoffs, and they was going to win like 8 games or some spit like that. And they probably not even going to get that at this point.
I was going to say they'd be lucky to win 8 at this point.
But yeah, I just think that's funny, man. Somebody had to take age like that, especially about the America's precious Cowboys.
You just keep feeding CD Lamb, Cooper Rush.
How many people you got on your teams, nigga? Damn. Sound like you got every damn body.
We ain't talking about them yet, though, man.
I think this might be the earliest we ever talked about the Raiders.
It was a pretty early game. It was one of the first games.
Yeah. Raiders and Dolphins. Brock Bowers, thank you.
I can sum this game up in one sentence.
Uh-oh.
The Dolphins didn't punt.
Wow.
They didn't fucking punt?
No.
That's crazy.
Hold up. What was their third down conversion?
Yeah, you know you got your wig beat in when a nigga don't punt.
Wait a minute.
We were in the game for most of the game.
How they only put up 30 and you didn't punt the ball? That's my question.
Because we had some, when we did get it, we drove. You know what I'm saying? So we took time.
Wow. The Dolphins finished 8 of 12 on third down and 2 for 2 on fourth.
There you go. They never punted.
If you never punted, your score should be looking like that Detroit game.
We wasn't out there turning the ball over. We drove the football and scored too. So we took time off the clock.
Yeah. I was going to say Raiders didn't do that bad on third either.
They had long drives, man. 6-7 minute drives.
Gotcha.
Converting on fourth. They never punted.
Yeah, you guys finished 2 for 2 on fourth as well.
They never punted, man.
Is Minshew back or is everybody else just hurt?
Minshew played.
No, I see he played, but I'm saying is everybody hurt or it was just like a get him back out there type decision?
O'Connell is hurt still.
Ritter's not.
Nah, Ritter's not hurt. They went with it wasn't Minshew's fault.
They went with the familiar face.
I don't even think we need to discuss Minshew in this game when the sentence that I just said right here, bro. Like he turned the ball over late in the fourth because him and Mayer got mixed up. Mayer was supposed to turn inside and he turned outside and the ball went right to the guy.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, man, he balled. He did okay. He throw the ball 40 sometimes. It wasn't Minshew's fault. When the team doesn't punt, how can you blame the quarterback of the team that the team didn't punt against? The quarterback's not out there playing Mike linebacker or anything. Our defense stunk up the field, bro.
Well, I wasn't asking about Minshew in a way to talk spit about Minshew. I was just curious of what
he's the quarterback. Maybe when O'Connell comes back, maybe AP wants O'Connell to be the QB.
I told you, bro, I have no negative words for y'all after what you and Coop, how you and Coop was praising my young guns this week.
Oh, that dude, that's the truth about that guy, man.
Yeah.
The stats jumped off the screen at me. I was like, damn. It was so much better than everybody else, bro. I'm telling you. You look at it for yourself.
What really hurt, what I also too, Ragu, because we've also said this many times, we need to finish. You have to finish drives when you're in that position. And Miami finished 3 for 4 in goal-to-goal red zone. You guys went 1 for 3.
Yeah.
7 penalties for 49 yards as well.
We got penalized some good ones too. Some drive extenders. But hey, man, the team didn't punt.
Yeah.
The defense that we all thought, and I'm talking about Raider fans, all thought was going to be a top unit, has let us down. I know everybody, it's been injuries, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever you want to call it, but the defense ain't been there giving up, 28, damn near 29 points a game.
They probably gave up now. They was doing cool when the season started.
Yeah, in the beginning, they were fine. They were doing pretty good.
All right, so week 3, Carolina put up 30.
Oh, that's 4. Dalton came in.
Week 4, we beat Cleveland. So week 5, Steelers put up 30.
Oh.
Week 6.
Oh, never.
No, my bad. Go back to week 5. The Broncos put up 30. Then Pittsburgh put up 30. This is after Carolina putting up 30. And then the Bengals put up 41. And then these dudes just put up 34. So, when? At what time was they playing hard? Pause. Shit, man, this defense has let us down, bro. Period.
Yeah.
And I know Wilkins is hurt. Coates never played. Hobbs didn't play in this game. Epps tore his ACL's been out since the Denver game. Since the Carolina game. Okay, yeah. But if you look around the league, other teams have people that's gotten injured too.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know if it's Graham, the defensive coordinator, it's not quite getting it done, or is it the players?
What comes to my mind is like that bullshit I seen like when y'all had that Chiefs game and the defense is getting stops and then the offense ain't capitalizing on it. And then it's like these niggas getting tired and just, they probably do get to a point where they be like, F it.
No, you mentioned that, and I would like to say this. As we know, yesterday was the first time, not yesterday, but Sunday, was the first time, first game we had without Getsy as the O-core. We had Scott Turner.
Mm-hmm.
In the Chiefs game, if we had Scott Turner, we win. Had they fired Getsy already and did the move with the people who were calling plays Sunday, in that Chiefs game, we would have won. We only lost 27-20.
Oh,
we got down there on their side of the field. I believe we ran 13
y'all play them this
plays
week, don't
inside the 10. Yes, we do. No, we played the Donkeys first. Then we played the Donkeys Sunday.
Oh,
then
Black
we played the Chiefs
Friday is when y'all play them, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. That I will say that, JC. We beat the Chiefs. You can't get down there like that. I think 13 plays or something inside their 20-yard line and only got 3 points. That can't happen. And then you also can't turn the ball over
and then
14 times in 6 games.
Oh,
and I don't mean to plagiarize my little bro, but when I was watching a couple of the Follow from Bernie's episodes, I heard Isaiah run down the list of where niggas was scoring from when they did score on y'all. And most of it was close to the red zone type split. Like, they was beyond the logo. So
yeah, but
you got to take that into account, too.
I'll challenge you to watch the last 2 games. The quarterbacks have just driven down the field on us. Just, you got time of possession numbers right there for Miami? Either one of you, I know y'all have the stats going.
Dre's the stat guy.
Yep. You don't have the ball for this long, whatever number Dre says, if you're going on short drives.
Yeah, the Raiders.
Like you said, JC, if you were going on short drives and had the ball this many times, then the score should have been 60 to something.
Well, I'm gonna take a page out of your other Raider fans' book that y'all got injuries now. We talking about the other game.
Listen to this real quick, JC. And by the way, Ragu, your time of possession for the Raiders was 26-48 to their 33-12. But real quick, before you say anything, Ragu, listen to this, JC. The Raiders in the first quarter, 12 plays, 51 yards, 6:39. Second quarter, 16 plays, 66 yards, 6-minute drive. 8 plays
28
in the
plays in the first half.
Oh, my God.
We only had 28 offensive plays in the first half total. That's crazy.
My God. And then
it should be at least 10 more. At least 10 more. In the shortest of circumstances, it would be 10 more. How many plays did Miami run in the first half?
Miami, man, they ran 14 plays on their first with 6:47 to go in the first quarter. That was a 14-play drive. That was their only drive. Then in the second quarter, 16 plays, 8 minutes, 22 seconds.
Look at that, man.
The third quarter. Now, Jay, this is mind blowing. Listen to this: 14 plays in the third quarter, 97 yards, 7 minutes, 47 seconds of possession time, and then 10 plays in the fourth. And then their last 2 drives were a combined 8.
They had 2 drives of 1 7 minutes and 49 and 47, and 1 8 minutes and something. Man, that's a quarter of football. Just having the ball.
Wow.
On 2 drives. So your defense is not. You feel me? You can't say nothing.
Defense beat up.
They beat up. All right, man. All right. I appreciate you, JC. All right, man. You know.
They're my guys, man.
At this point, man, we gonna move on to. At this point, we might as well not try too hard to win games. And I ain't gonna say the 4-letter word that starts with a T.
Go get Travis now. Oh.
But hey, we shouldn't be out there. Ain't no need in trying to. You don't want losing to get into the. You don't want to make that a thing. Yeah, you don't want it to infect the team.
Exactly.
And
that's why I don't believe. That's why I don't believe in that tank and split.
JC,
even when we had our season a few years ago, we went 5-12. I'm like, man, win as much as possible. Let the chips fall where they may. And your scouts should be doing their damn job anyway. I don't give a f if you get it. You just talking about Jared Verse, right? What pick was that? That wasn't no top 5 pick, top 3 pick.
And that man looks scary.
You guys picked below 16, didn't you?
What pick was your boy, Broward?
13.
That wasn't no top 5 pick. That wasn't no top 3
Flowers
pick.
got picked 13.
Yeah, so
and like
if you do your job,
Burst got picked after that.
How many times?
And he's the best pass rusher in the draft.
It's funny. I just seen one of our undrafted linebackers. I was watching an interview where he was just talking about how many times a nigga get picked in the top 5, and then 3 years later we ain't even talking about the nigga no more.
Yep. Lots and lots.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
So that's why I'm like, that tanking shit, bro. It's like, I mean,
is one of them.
Tanking is for teams that don't know how to draft. You need them to give you the answer.
Hey, man, and we could do, y'all might think I'm tripping, but if it don't fall right, then we might have to holler at old Sam.
Here you go. I bet you Isaiah vehemently disagrees with that.
Look, man, what if we got?
I can already hear him right now.
What if we don't get up high enough to get Ward or Shador or even Milrow? Now what do we do?
Justin.
Who?
Oh, you
Justin
know what? Hold on. I got a name for you.
That's who Isaiah is going not agree with.
Nah, I got a name for you though. There's a name that's been circulating the last couple of days as Raiders as a one of the emerging favorites once this guy becomes available at the end of the season. Mr. Daniel Jones.
Who you mean, Danny Dimes?
You see, I didn't answer fast. So I don't want to just be like, hell no. But he's better than the other New York kid that failed. That was Wilson.
Who?
Who's the other the guy that the Jets had before Aaron Rodgers?
Zach Wilson?
Yeah, he's better than him.
I don't know about that.
He's better than him. But
I don't know about that.
He's better than him. I've seen both of them play. Up close. But here's the thing, man. I'd rather have Sam than Daniel Jones. I feel like Sam proved himself a little bit this year. And if they are going to stick with J.J. McCarthy, then he should be expendable. And then the Raiders could get best player available and then get signed Sam Darnold to the contract.
I don't think JJ hit.
You don't think so? You think they're gonna keep Sam as an insurance?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I do think they're gonna, they want to see what they got. Like, they're gonna put him out there. But I'm just saying, like,
what do you do? You the GM of Minnesota. What would you do in that situation right now? It's just how it is right now. You got the youngster, but he got hurt. Sam, you let play, and you guys are in what, second?
I'm kicking the tires on Justin too.
Damn.
Tell me why. What is it about Sam that you don't believe? Why don't you believe your own eyes, GM?
Because I've seen
second place.
Because I've seen more negative footage than positive footage over the last 6-7 years.
I mean, but you can say that about Baker Mayfield and a couple more guys that's playing well now, right?
Baker's different because he got
Baker's from that same class.
No, he is. No, I'm saying different as far as like we seen him have a full season, like kind of like a what's the word? Rejuvenation, renovation, whatever. And
a renaissance
and won a playoff game, had an upset playoff game, and he actually balled, and he's been balling pretty much this season. So I think what I'm saying is I ain't seen enough from Darnold. Maybe not quite yet. Like if he was to do like Geno, right? Geno had that season, and then he had another cool season. You know what I'm saying? And then now he's having a okay season again. So I would need to see more.
They 8-2, brother. What more do you need to see from the QB?
Nigga, that's that man Flores over there. That's Flores at number 18.
He said Flores at number 18.
Playoff started today. They're in
for sure. And I think they'll be in. They'll be in. Now, what are you going to do when you get there?
That's the question.
But what's McCarthy going to do? That's my point.
I don't think they're going to hold.
This guy has you firmly in the playoff race. If it wasn't for a historical year by Detroit, they might have been in first place in the.
Because of your philosophy of teams feeling like get your butt out there, I think that's why Sam ain't gonna be there. They gonna say once you healthy, get your butt out there.
Yeah,
not this season, but start of next season training camp. If he good, get your butt out there. I think that's the route they're gonna take. So we're not gonna pay you to be a backup quarterback.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna put you out there.
And Sam's gonna get a few, regardless of what Isaiah thinks. Sam's gonna get a few sorry teams that's gonna be like, all right, like, you know what I mean? We got a couple extra chips on the table.
Hey, and I hate to say it, but my beloved Raiders are that this year. Sorry. So you just described it. You just described us, bro.
I just don't.
You said we won't mess with him? Come on, man. What if we got a chance to get Travis, and then we just need to get a quarterback after that? See what I'm saying? Let's take a look at him. Buy the numbers this year.
You need to do what the Chargers did and fix that line. You see who they went and got in the draft.
He got 19, 19 touchdowns, 10 picks. So he's still out there throwing picks and shit, though.
He's still out there throwing picks and shit.
Darnold has been looking a little more back to life the last few games. If you
the last couple, yeah, he's had a few of them.
Game started 10. So he's got 7 more games. So, you know, he's going to easily get to about 4,000 yards or so. Let's face it, man. He's on the pace to throw for over 35 tuds. But the picks are up there. He needs to cut that down.
He said, "Oh shit, those picks are a little high."
Double-digit picks.
Let's go Browns and Saints.
Wow.
Do we have to?
I knew you was going to say that. I knew you was going to say that. We had like 6 buys this week, man. It shouldn't take long.
Hey, and also too,
since we bust, all right.
Have you seen a nigga throw for 400 yards and only come out with 14 points?
That's
and he had no interceptions too. There's no interceptions, none.
It's that crap we used to be talking about, JC.
Oh, okay. I didn't watch that game. You absolutely right, Ragu. My bad. It totally slipped. You absolutely right. That's probably exactly what that was.
You see so many 300-yard passers that lost.
Yep.
Yep. And it looks good later. It looks good when you get signed in that contract later.
I told you how I'm covered, nigga. Pause. Look, that wasn't my client fault. You see what's on this damn stat sheet.
Right. Shit.
F all the other Smith.
It's like, look at all these dang yards my guy threw for. I don't want to hear about no shit. The team lost.
Need my guy.
Yeah, man. So a lot of times, Dre, me and JC had remarked before that teams be getting they tails whooped. Pause. Quarterback throwing for a bunch of yards because they throwing all day.
Mm-hmm.
But really, you know, in the context of the game, it was a trash performance, and that happens a lot.
We used to call that stat padding in the new generation.
The Browns on third down were treacherous. 3 for 13 and 1 for 3 on fourth.
It's just
and only one. Can someone explain this to me? Well, not explain, I know, but this football game, it's 60 minutes. 4 quarters, 15 minutes each, and you're telling me the Browns only appeared in the red zone and goal-to-goal once? And they were 0 for 1 in that section, by the way. But you're telling me one red zone and goal-to-goal appearance?
That explains the score.
Yeah, and stats like that really, you know, when you're not at the game, didn't see the game, a stat like that really explains that the team got after the other team. I don't care what the score was. These fools didn't even reach the red zone but one time in 60 minutes.
And the Saints had 2 turnovers too, and they had none. So
unless they was just bombs away, right?
Yeah.
But that didn't happen.
Well, listen to this though, real quick. Listen to this for a split second. I'm just going to run it through the first half. For the Browns' first possession, it was a turnover on downs, punt, touchdown, punt. Then the second quarter, missed field goal, missed field goal.
You know what this game represents for me? 2 teams that are going to get in our way of getting what we need out of the draft.
Because that's what they're playing for. Yeah, they're like, you ain't getting that spot. If we can't have it, neither can you.
That's what I'm saying, Ragu. Don't even stress yourself with that spit. Go. You don't. It's more important to build winning habits than it is worrying about.
And
you know what I'm saying? Worry about that spit in January. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, bro. And let's identify some young players.
Exactly.
Some guys that wouldn't have played otherwise.
Exactly. Who need to get up in there so we can see what you got and what we need to do this summer.
On the real.
That's where the mentality shifts to.
So if you go back to the spot with them this summer, I can tell you what to say to some of them, you know what ass niggas.
If they still there.
Be like, hey, this ain't me, man. Raider Ragu said to tell you, homie.
Yeah.
Hey, here, you want to call him? He said call him if you got an issue with this too. But tell you, Hobbs, or whoever it is.
I ain't telling Hobbs, spit.
No, I wouldn't say nothing to him.
He goes, Hobbs ain't getting nothing.
Ain't no telling what he might do, yeah. He might haul off on you or something, man. I don't want you there squabbing with the corner.
He a nigga, he'll squab with them niggas. It's like, you feel me? Let alone an outsider.
Yeah, Nate a little off.
He's a little off.
I hope he get well soon.
Ragu is great at, like, I've been around quite a few, all praises to the Most High. I've been around a lot of NFL players this summer or this year period, and coaches. And Ragu is magnificent at depicting character when he don't know none of these niggas. Like, it'd be crazy how he explains some of these guys, from coaches, the players. I ain't gonna go into all of them, but there's been some things to where it's like Ragu will call it out of like, yeah, he's kind of woo because he'll know more about it than me. And then I get around the person, I'll be like, damn,
this motherfucker exactly just really do act like that.
Or while he's explaining it to me, sometimes I done told him like, yeah, that's exactly how that nigga act. Like, how the F you knew that? Like,
yeah.
But I just think you're good at reading character. I think that's what it is.
That's the coach, man. He reads the personnel.
Yeah, Nate plays a crazy spot, and I see how he doesn't shy away from engaging with bigger players, and really when you playing nickel and they run the football, man, you play will linebacker at that point. There's no
right.
They don't say, hey, yeah, we gonna take it. We're not gonna run the heavy package at you, pause, because you got your nickel defense in there. Shit, we running at you. So Nate is a little crazy. And I know about Coach Harbaugh.
Ramsey used to do that for us on the low.
Harbaugh's Ramsey's a bigger corner. And Harbaugh's always been a little weird ever since he played, but he was always a heck of a competitor and somebody that you rather play with than against. Coach Harbaugh. And he's just like that for real.
Perfectly said.
Yeah, a little bit weird.
I told you when I met him, it kind of, he kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and then he ended up being like the coolest nigga ever after that. But I remember you telling me, you said what you experienced, a whole bunch of other players and coaches experienced the same exact split.
Yeah.
But the nigga win.
And the unfortunate part about him is his bosses. He's the same way with them. So
It don't matter who it is.
Yeah, he is a run. Kind of wearing out his welcome sometimes, man, because what you picked up, like, hey, man, is he on that bullshit?
What's up with this nigga?
Yeah, that's what. Just imagine your employee. You looking
nigga,
like,
I'm paying. Nigga, I just cut 70 mil for it. Like, wait, what?
When he leave the room, you got to think, wait a minute, was he just on that bullshit? Or
he keep you on your toes for sure.
He does. I know exactly what you're saying. And he probably gets a kick out of it. You know what I mean?
He probably do.
You're probably watching this show right now laughing. Like, wow.
I was always a fan of Jim Harbaugh, though, as a player. Good player, man. They used to call him the comeback kid because he was always in it. You know, his teams were always in it as when he played quarterback. So, by no means was he a top guy. Let me see a comp for right now. Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh, kind of like a Baker, but didn't get drafted high or nothing. But you know how Baker then kind of like kept grinding it out, and now
Cleveland Baker or Tampa Baker?
Tampa Baker.
But
the whole thing, he had to turn into it. You know what I'm saying? He had to turn into it, just like Baker did. He wasn't shit at first. He played for Chicago at first. You know, they ain't never had no sweet kill.
It's crazy.
It's something about that grass. As soon as they touched that grass in Chicago, QBs turned to pumpkins.
It's cold, nigga.
For real.
It don't be cold in the fall, winter. Like at the beginning of fall. They start stinking it up immediately.
Nigga, Justin Fields' very first game, nigga, it was raining.
Yeah, they got stinky weather.
On top of that,
maybe they need to close that stadium.
For real, bro.
I mean, close it. Well, yeah, just build a new one.
It's so many.
Let Soldier Field go.
We'll talk about that when we get to the team. Colts and Jets.
Devontae Adams. Another loss, you motherfucker.
No, how do you did all of that, like, just to go deal with even more drama than what you was dealing with?
Yeah, it just shows you the type of
and to make it even worse, JC, not only did they lose, but they lost by one stinking point.
Made your bed, you gotta lay in it. And you let Richardson, who was pretty much in desperation mode, survival mode for his job, have a game-winning drive on you niggas.
Real quick though, I'm glad you brought that up. So when they went to the halftime show, Terry Bradshaw was showing a clip of Anthony Richardson running it in for the touchdown, and he trucked the defender to get there. He was celebrating, and Terry Bradshaw goes, "Kid, you need to stop doing that." And the whole cast was like,
he clearly ain't gonna stop doing that, so they might as well just leave that shit alone.
Because they said something occurred to me. I was watching this game. One of my sayings that I say about getting rid of a player. What you think it is?
Better to be a year early than a year late.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm glad we didn't get stuck with this. With Devontae Adams, man. I think we got out on that.
That's my favorite. I ain't gonna lie, Ragu. You had that speech that year, because I remember the first time you hit me with it was when we traded Ramsey, and you had to talk me off the ledge because I was pissed. It's on tape. I was pissed, and I came up here and you hit me with it. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been thinking about this with ever since, or every time, even when earlier this year, when they was talking about trading Cooper Kupp, I didn't get as offended as I probably
because you thought about
that. Yeah. I was like, well, it depends with and we got Puka, so you know what I'm saying. Like I was able to see the
and now,
a different
bro,
side
in the guaranteed money era, right? It's even more important. It's even more important.
Sure. And Coop is getting up there. You know what I'm saying? So and I don't know, and I think we underestimate great front offices, man. When you have a great front office, it's like you damn near will trust them blindly in some ways. Like, hey, you know what? At this point, like I didn't have other stuff y'all did that I didn't think was right, but y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all have
the Rams
maintained a way to stay good through all of that, even through
the Rams brass has certainly earned that from you fans.
Yeah,
you,
for
you
sure.
guys should be like, hey, I don't agree with it, but I'll do whatever they say.
Yeah. I think the Ramsey one, and then again after talking to you and keeping that in mind, after that, all the moves they made, a lot of stuff and some stuff I question. Don't get me wrong, especially like Troy Reader being back in the roster. It's all type of stuff I question, but I question it a lot less now. Like I got a little more trust in Snead as far as like letting them handle it.
I'm sure even Sean is in there too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But they're like I said on my show, to not be in the first round and jump back in there and grab a kid like this, Jared Verse is who I'm speaking on. It just shows the exceptional scouting room and talent that they have, bro.
And they was getting first round, and he was getting first round talent without having first round picks. So it's like, alone let this nigga get the first round.
You guys had a pair of defensive rookie of the year candidates that got drafted in lower rounds, right?
Yeah.
Then when my thing is being out of there and then, coming from as a Raider fan as a team that then blown a couple of first round picks.
Mm-hmm.
Not this year, we nailed it, but for you guys to be out of there, then when you do get back in, you end up grabbing it looks like the guy on as far as the edge rushers.
Byron is in the conversation.
We played against them, man. Verse. He's big, athletic, strong. Dude, it's a reason why he got 14
don't sleep on
QB hits. How many sacks? 6. Just
think he's at 8 now.
Man, this dude is, you guys killed it. Anyway.
Any last words on the Jets? I don't know if you want to get a couple more kicks in, Ragu. Or
they fired the GM today.
Yeah.
They fired
thank you for bringing
Joe
that
Douglas today. Yeah. And I just heard that they're pretty much out on Rodgers after this too. So it looks like a total dumpster fire rebuild next year for some coach.
Think you might as well stay to Vegas.
Who takes that job?
But I'm glad he did. Yeah, right. I'm glad he did leave though, because now I got Bowers on my fantasy team going crazy right in time for playoffs. So,
and JC is what I said. Be a year early on a guy
rather than a year late.
Yeah.
Tay was like he's like in his mid 30s, right? 33,
32 or 3.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Well, almost at his mid.
And we got him to take the full amount of the contract too. So they totally washed their hands of this kid and got a 3rd round pick. Our 3rd round pick from the 24 draft starts at right tackle right now. So we essentially got a starter for this guy.
Yeah.
If Telesco does it, right?
Yeah, exactly. If the scout do their job.
Scouts do your job.
Hey,
you heard JC.
What the NFL needs to do is fucking hire JC Arago, because I feel like that should be so. The way y'all explain what a team needs now, when I explain to people like family, friends, whatever, I take off I listen to what you guys say and try not make it sound the exact same, but try to reiterate a little bit. It's just crazy how you down. Yeah, and it's just crazy how the things that you guys have brought on to the show, it clearly shows scouts need to do their job the correct way.
Yeah.
I said, Ragu, what did I say when I was on Follow from Burners? I said I'm going on a tangent this year, and I don't think I've had an episode. Yeah, I don't think I've had an episode yet on All Grind since then where I didn't say scouts do your job.
Yeah, you say
I was not
scouts for getting a pass.
Yeah,
I got tired of that shit.
For dudes not working out, they get to blame the coach or they get to blame the guy. What about that damn scout that told me to pick this dude?
Yep. They get, and I understand to some degree giving some grace because it does take a little time, but at a certain point,
and it's a tough gig. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. At a certain point, though, you know, you gotta start looking at where's the product.
Mm-hmm.
Because it starts from up top.
And it's like and I know we got to move on, but it's like a batting average. If your average is just too stinky, we're going to have to get rid of you. You gotta, we know you're going to miss on some, but your percentage of hit and miss has got to be
exactly
acceptable, bro. Or you can't just keep missing.
Yep.
Wow, that's a good point. Wow.
That's a great point. That can be applied to any sport.
For sure.
That's why I told you don't be hating on my boy Presty, but we ain't gonna get into that right now.
I just want them to win some. Is
you right, but you can't say the picks don't be gold though.
But when you think about it, and we ain't gonna get bogged down. The praise of GMs in the NBA comes from winning titles, man. Right? We don't ever praise them just for, oh, look what he did. Look at the move. Come on, man. Even Howie in Philly. Had Howie never won, we'd be like, yeah. Howie makes all the moves, but they ain't got the coach. It would always be a but.
Daryl Morey ain't want to spit, and I hear him get praised.
Not on this show. We're not going to be praising him.
Not on this show.
I'm just saying that, when you hear his name in the NBA world, that means something.
Yeah, and Presty.
But I think Presty, what I was about to say is I feel like he should be an exception. Because
I'm always...
You talking about a batting average. This nigga...
I'm cool with Morey because we got the same name, and he is responsible for D-Man getting to the league.
That's a fact. That is a whole fact.
So I'm always cool with Morey. So we're not going to put Daryl in this conversation. But Sam Presti, let's move on. Let's talk football.
But yeah, me and D beefing right now. This nigga keeps sending me retarded trades on fantasy, trying to steal St. Brown from insulting my intelligence. So we ain't known the best of times.
I don't like that either. I don't like when dudes come at me like that either. One of the plays like, why would I do this?
Like, nigga, either you dumb or you think I'm dumb.
Yeah, why would I do this, son? Think I don't watch?
He said.
Anyway,
yeah, I get angry at trades like that.
I can imagine for you because I don't know a third of football the way you do, so I can imagine how insulted you probably get certain trade offers.
I send back immediately, man. Why would I do this? Stop it. Get this out of here.
I'm just saying, if it go to a certain level, it might have you think about like, nigga, I low key want to scrap on this one right here. Like, what? Because you know what really think
you send them some retarded back for their undroppable guy.
You right.
Send them something. That's what you do. Be like, I'll do that trade if you do this one. That's how you get them, and then they'll stop. You'll find out they don't want to deal with your front office no more. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I got emotional. I just texted that nigga banging on him. Pause. But yeah, you're right. I should do that next time.
And I'm a nosy commissioner too. I would be like, man, what is this?
Oh well, no, yeah, I'm not a commissioner in that league, but I am a commissioner in a football league. Yeah, ain't none of that going on.
I'd call you like I know you ain't doing this, right?
I've had to do that.
Thankfully, pick up his phone and dial your number. Hey, bro.
I've only had to do that one time. I had to do that in one of my NBA leagues, and it was actually guess who was trying to do the bullshit? It was actually Gene. Yeah. I don't. Let me not accuse him. He claims it wasn't bullshit, but the trade looked like bullshit to me and about 3 other niggas in the league who called me about it. So. I'm gonna go ahead on the record saying so.
In my baseball league coming down the stretch because I got family members in the league, and I gotta watch that too coming down the stretch when one team isn't in it. Yeah. They get a little bogus trade to the family member, or they drop them when they know they got first waiver rights. You got to look on all. You got to look at all.
You know that. What? You know why I probably don't deal with that type of spit as much is because most of the niggas in my NBA and NFL league. Most of them don't know each other. They all got a relationship with me.
That's good.
So it's like, so it's harder for them to like be off somewhere on some spit. You know what I'm saying? It could happen, but it's unlikely. So
it's better like that.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Vikings and Titans.
Kind of a stinker. I ain't gonna
Your
lie.
boy.
I only saw a few plays on this one, but Darnold, man, you know, the beat
This
goes
nigga.
on. And what? So just tell me this: they 8-2 right now. And what does the
What about the
record
brother?
have to be?
What
does
about the
record have
brother,
to be
Ragu?
for you to say, "Hey, all right, man, Darnold did his thing this year"? I'm curious. They 8-2 right now.
I already said the nigga finna get paid. What more you want?
What brother you talking about?
Well, when I said the last comment, I'm talking about Flores. Why you can't get his flowers for what he doing with them?
Oh, they playing great defense.
We had these niggas getting about 4-5 wins. You don't think that's the difference? Was that he went over there?
Let me see.
And that defense been playing like that? They got the number one defense in fantasy right now.
Because you can stop talking about working class. To the All Grind Sports Show, real quick. Hello.
Hey. One for the team. Dre, any
Oh yeah, they're playing great defense.
They've been great all year, Ragu.
Can't deny that. They are number one against the run.
You said number one against the run?
Yeah, they only give up 74
shit.
yards a game on the ground.
Oh.
They're giving up 235 yards a game in the air, though. That's good for 28th. But points, only 17, man. So, I mean, yeah. Yeah, but they're scoring. They're scoring. They played 10 games, right? They got 244 points scored, so that's 24 points a game. They're scoring.
Yeah, they're for sure. Yeah.
Come on, I mean, so both things can be true. We can give Brian credit, and we can give Sam credit.
If Sam ain't done this before,
I'm stuck.
But then now you got number 18. Why am I supposed to just ignore that? Why am I supposed to act like I don't see that? Gino didn't have an 18 when he had that season in Seattle. So when he had that comeback year. So it was like, okay, I got to take that for face value.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I don't know why I'm stuck right now.
Cause you saying some bullshit. Nah, I'm messing with you.
But you know, man, Darnold is balling. The Minnesota Vikings are balling. How about that?
Yeah, we'll just say. I think we're safe to say that
they've only lost 2 games. That is definitely fair to say.
That's crazy. These motherfuckers are really 8-2.
I thought at this point in the season, the record would be the other way around.
On top of that, they're 5-0 in the AFC and on the current 3-game win streak when they verse the AFC.
You only giving up 14 points a game and scoring 24, man. You gonna be.
Let me ask this before we go to the next team. Since you talking all this Darnold spit, and Jerry, you can chime in too. How serious do you think they are at this point? We 10 games in, or 11 weeks in. How serious is Minnesota in the NFC?
Oh, that's a good. Honestly, I think though for like playoff wise, they'll for sure get in. I just feel like, and it's no disrespect towards Sam Darnold or at all, but I just think we got to see what he can do in the postseason. Most of his career was with the Jets.
And with that defense, JC, I'll say, man, they have to be taken seriously. They can get in there and play some defense.
Pop somebody.
Yeah, wherever they go, they only giving up 14 points a game, bro. Whatever happens.
Would they be your sleeper?
I think so, because they're probably going to be a non-division winner, but still be a really good team. And one of those wild card teams that you really don't want to play.
I think they're going to win their division. You ask me. Oh, you know what? I'm tripping.
But then look what happens though. They fuck around play Detroit in the offs.
Oh,
See what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that'd be all bad. But Detroit looking at a bye right now, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
so get this,
maybe not,
this
maybe
rest
not.
in.
Philly's chasing them for the bye,
Yeah,
but it's looking a lot like Detroit. Still a lot of football left, guys. Ton of foot left.
Oh,
and let's not
absolutely.
exactly. And I was just about to say, let's not forget, Minnie is not that far behind Detroit as y'all would think. So there is
One
a
game,
chance there,
right?
and they have a pretty soft schedule to finish. I think they got like Chicago, Arizona. Like I don't. It's not like a. It's
a
not
hard schedule.
Yeah, it's not a tough
But
schedule.
that's where the-
by any stretch. No, it's any given Sunday, but it's not a
Yeah.
tough schedule.
Yeah. And because the teams that per se that aren't playing for a playoff spot per se, those are going to be the teams that will be like, oh, so the Vikings are trying to play for that first round bye? Nah.
The Vikings might even have, if I remember correctly, I think they even have a couple teams that are trying to get that number one draft pick. You know what I mean? So you know what that means.
I just don't approve of the tanking necessarily. It's not really, but I mean, who am I to say that?
I told you, all that's what it is for scouts who ain't doing their job.
Yeah, and we'll just leave it at that.
Getting a pass.
That's why, as a Laker fan, I want the top pick because I know these niggas can't draft. We don't draft. Lakers ain't a draft type team. We get free agents. So I want, if we get to that point, yeah, you niggas, yeah, y'all do what y'all got to do because I know you niggas don't know how to draft. But anyway, I'm off topic, off base. But we're gonna stay in the NFC North. Packers and Bears.
I blogged that's the game I blogged this Sunday, and honestly, that last second kick, bro. Oh, I know Chicago. I posted something on Instagram because I know Chicago was feeling sick.
Bro, I seen a clip of this little kid where they was like he already seeing how tough it is.
Oh yeah, you put it on Instagram. Fan. Yeah, that's what.
Bro,
what it's like.
Rolling. I was rolling. I'm like poor kid, man.
And poor now, kid. For me, honestly, it was just. I mean, listen to this for just a second. For just the first half alone, the Bears, their first drive in the first quarter ended in 3, so it was a good 8-play drive. Then it was a 10-play drive that ended in a punt. They had a tutty in the second, and then field goal. Oh, okay, no, so it wasn't too iffy. It was just that missed field goal at the end, man. Did he get a fingertip on it? Pause. I feel like that needed a pause. And what's crazy is Chicago did much better on third down than Green Bay. They went 9 for 16 to the Green Bay's 1 for 5. So they were able to keep some of their drives, moving. It was just capitalization.
Nigga couldn't find my boy Jaden Reed in fantasy. I know that.
And also another thing that that's crazy because the Bears ran for $179 and their per carry was 5.3. So they were getting
$179.
Yeah, they ran for $179 on 34 rushes. Green Bay ran for 106 on 25 rushes.
I don't think that's right, brother. Because Jacobs only had 76 yards. Love had like 18 yards.
Yeah, rushing yards, it was 179 to 106.
Let me see.
Green Bay average.
Oh, you talking about the Bears? The Bears. Okay.
And then, so I mean, Chicago had a much better game that I've seen this year, but I mean, it was a little.
I told y'all niggas I didn't believe in that Bears spit. Them niggas ain't it. And
Norman,
They was just getting away
Sorry to
with.
bring you up like this. I know you're not on the show, but
that nigga's gone. You ain't gonna see that nigga till next prediction episode. The way they playing.
This man,
y'all can forget that.
And do you know why the Niners are having the season that they're having? Because he predicted Chicago winning 10. What the hell?
That means he's saying that the Bears only gonna lose one more game the rest of the season. We tried to tell him. We gave him a chance to change his prediction and everything. I can't wait to do that recap.
Oh,
I told him not to do it.
But Caleb, I be seeing though, like what really annoyed me about Caleb though is Isaiah had said it last week, and bro be holding the ball sometimes too long, man. Get rid of the bitch.
Pretty much all the time.
Get rid of the fucking ball, bro. And I think it was more. He was pissed.
No, I'm sorry. Keep holding on to the football. He gonna learn. Oh yeah, you gonna learn.
Did you guys see more on the side? Give me the I'm open. Give me the fucking football, man. Throw it.
That's not good.
I know I've been saying this every week, but it seems like it shows more and more. My boy Fields wasn't the problem.
Getsy obviously was part of that issue, and now it's looking. Yeah,
might as well rocked out. You might as well rocked out with my boy.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you these niggas ain't 4-6 with Fields right now.
Man, just like we ain't 2-8.
This nigga, we can't even see him without this.
What's up with my camera?
I can't even see.
This
All I
nigga
heard was
stupid.
1-8.
That's facts, though. That is facts.
It's all right, Ragu.
Yeah, this is why I always say I don't care. You the number 1 pick, the number 5 pick, the number 30 pick. You never know what to expect from a rookie. And I said it at the beginning that was not a good decision. Somebody that you already have in the locker room, somebody that already has chemistry with your receiver 1, and you're going to take that away for somebody who's unproven. I said that was not a good decision. Y'all need to use that pick to fix that damn line. And now all of a sudden it's a bunch of Caleb stands. Oh, it's the line. It's the line. Okay, well, nigga, it sound like Fields wasn't the problem then.
Yeah, no, I mean, even with that situation, you're not gonna go far by you're not gonna get far with no offensive line, and when you hold on to the ball too fucking long.
Right.
And
you don't got no line like that. Even a good line, you need to get rid of the ball, but you damn sure don't got no line like that, nigga, to be doing all that.
What is it? Isn't Geno Smith's line ranked 31st and he's just getting the bitch out quick?
Yes, indeed. I don't know if they still rank 31st, but they definitely were.
At that time, yeah. I'm just... But...
Who's 32nd? Is it the Raiders?
I
was just curious.
I got you.
This is a good little mid-season check-in, huh?
Yeah.
You know what I want? You know what I'm finna watch this week? I'm gonna go watch our stat predictions. The one we did after the prediction episode. I need to see what we said, because I remember you forced me to choose a sacks leader. And I picked. I got a little fun fact. So I tried to pick Hassan Reddick, but you was like, nah, because that situation is a little icky. We don't know if he's gonna be back. I was like, all right. So
I saved you.
Yeah, so you made me make a real pick. Well, yeah, you kind of saved me. So I ended up saying, F it. I'm going to go with Aiden. Do you know that when Aiden got hurt, he was leading the league in sacks?
Was he?
He was leading. I think he had 9 at the time. He was the league leader in sacks when he got hurt.
Wow.
So I was on pace for something that you saved me in the same. But I know that's been long gone now.
It was both, it was bound to happen though.
Yeah, it's like you tried to save me and it still didn't matter.
Ragu's like, I got you, man, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's just for me,
it was bound to happen to Hutchinson. So either way, man, at least you didn't pick the kid. This guy, has he even played yet?
Who?
Reddick? He just started playing, huh?
Yeah, Reddick playing now.
He just started playing 2 games ago.
It don't matter no more.
Right.
damn, and
he lost a lot of money too.
That's a valuable point too, JC. You just a few seconds ago, you just said like when you took Justin Fields away, you took away all that time that he put in with his receivers, that chemistry.
I know
you
more
took that away.
Not on no disrespectful spit, but I know Moore is missing Fields right now because they probably did exactly what Isaiah said last week. Fields probably pulled that nigga to the side and was like, "Man, that's what this nigga talking about. You just go get open, nigga. I'm gonna find you. Like we finna just do our own thing." And that's why them niggas used to have some of them historic crazy games that they had last year. I know the record wasn't the best, but they was building on it, man. You got to get some continuity, man. Ragu talks about that all the time. Like people be so quick to get rid of this or try to get this, trying to find the fast way, man. Like build something.
Yeah.
My bad. I had to get that off my chest. I don't like how they did Fields.
You know what that is, man.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Real quick to answer your question, Ragu. Remember we asked who's 32nd for offensive lineman? Take a wild guess.
Is it them?
I'm gonna give you one chance.
I said the Raiders.
It's the fucking Patriots.
Wow.
That's why I was telling Drake May to don't be no hero for a bad team. I saw that. I saw that in real time.
I know that nigga getting rid of the football.
That's why he's concussed. Right.
Them niggas, we was tearing that nigga up on Sunday.
Oh my God! I didn't think Jesus.
Syke was effing him up.
Syke
was effing him up. Then Verse had a turn. Then Byron got back there. Like
he said, "You're hilarious, JC." You said each of them took a turn.
Man, I'll F for Drake though. Like that's my guy.
Let's go. Let's keep going.
And the Raiders. Oh wait, no, that's something else. Oh no, yeah, something else. My bad. That was some.
Nigga, you taking too long. Well, this ain't gonna take long. I mean, whatever little quick comments y'all got.
You're 18th, Ragu.
Oh wow, way higher than I thought. Go ahead, JC.
Jags in Detroit.
Well,
they didn't even pinch the trick.
I think it's safe to say there's going to be only one side of the story that we talk about.
What are they going to do with William? Right now, they're the worst team in the league. They're the number 1 draft pick.
Yeah.
And your quarterback is getting $250 million.
That's crazy. $250 million. And y'all sitting, well.
And y'all got the number. Not only do you got the number 1 pick in the draft, this is your 3rd number 1 in the last 5 years. If it goes according to plan.
Do we?
So how important is that number 1 pick split? Again, like I was saying earlier, if you don't pick right, I mean, I'm not saying they didn't pick right.
Scouts. This always comes back to the scouting department.
In their case, it's clearly a top to bottom issue. It's the front office.
It has to be at this. It has to be. It is.
Bro, if you're not going to pick the right guy, like you said, having the first pick is nothing. It's really a burden. It ends up being a burden. So now you got this guy on the books. That's not the guy.
That's why I don't mean to go too off topic again, but that's why you see how Silver be in the NBA. If he know you don't know how to pick number 1 picks, he ain't giving you that split.
Silver's like, I'm not gonna let you wait.
We gave you a couple chances, nigga. Hell no. That's why sometimes we be like, damn, how they get the number 1 pick? That was Silver. Because he said them niggas ain't getting it. I don't care how trash you was.
And kind of like, remember when Zion was projected?
Yeah, that's why they didn't get Zion. He's like, nope, y'all couldn't pick right. All these you niggas had a top 5 pick damn near every single solitary year, and you didn't pick right not once.
So when Zion came,
you ain't getting you ain't getting Zion, nigga. That's exactly what Silver did.
I was wondering why that man went to the Pels.
But back to regular schedule programming.
Yeah, they look like they quitting on Peterson.
Like they're trying to get him out of there.
Yeah, it's just gone to shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so let me ask you now, Ragu. You're the GM in Jacksonville. What do you do right now? Where do you start?
I think I try to see if I could get somebody to take William.
Wow.
One of these teams that need a quarterback, like Las Vegas or somebody. Call them up and kick the tires.
You just paid them
on these guys. I know, because I want to get rid of the contract, right? And get one of the top guys. I'm the worst team in the league right now. I'm number 1.
Yeah.
So, I got a chance to restart Shador, Ward, whoever it's going to be, right? And just reset the whole thing, bro. Different coach. Otherwise, that's what I'm thinking. If I'm the GM, you ask me, that's what I'm thinking. If nobody wants to take William, or they want to take him, but they don't want to, the package that's coming back, we don't feel like it's sufficient or whatever. Now, I guess we're going to stick with William. Yeah, we paid him a $250 million. Now we just got to drive for best player available. Come with different coaches, man.
Change do a whole revamp on the staff, basically.
The staff has to go. These guys have been there this is his 3rd year, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 3rd.
I think 3rd. Yeah, so you can't go 2-15. And they're staring 2-15 right in the face.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd be hard pressed to win another ball game. We'll see. It's a lot of foot left, but
and Isaiah was calling me a hater and looking at me crazy because I gave these niggas 5 wins. They be lucky if they get that right now.
We look about like a 5-win team,
if that.
Now the question is, for like a team like Vegas, do you take a chance on William?
I feel like with William, I feel like for him now, it's more of where he fits.
I need to change the scenery or something.
Yeah,
we didn't give William a lot of chances, though.
For sure.
We didn't give William.
Y'all blamed Urban Myers first.
Yeah.
That was what y'all blamed it on. Then it was the line. Then it was or no, my bad, not the line. They was blaming the receiver, saying they ain't catching the football.
Yeah, that was one.
And then now it's Peterson, not Peterson, but his boy that he won't fire. So, I mean, it's always everybody else. At what point do you point the finger at the man you just gave $250 million to?
Like what do you need to see to be like, all right?
I'll go all the way back to when they, after Watson left Clemson. Clemson was the favorite in that national championship game. If we go back, and they didn't get it done. William them lost to Bama. Mm-hmm. So, and we just been giving William passes the whole time,
and we can't keep doing that.
For whatever reason, William gets a pass. We just really started calling him William this season.
Well, Ragu definitely don't include me.
You got to
I've been on that nigga bumper. Pause.
Yeah, you kind of have.
And also, too, have you noticed Williams' decline didn't really start until after that first playoff win?
It's been down here.
I mean, as far as like it getting this bad, yes. But I was just trying to tell anybody who would listen that he's not the super generational guy that y'all think he is. He's a solid quarterback. He's okay. But he's not, you know what I'm saying? They was putting him on a certain pedestal that I just did not see consistently from him. Yeah. Now, as far as him going this downhill, I can't say I saw that, but I was just, I saw that he wasn't what people were trying to make him out to be. And
yeah, you saying he was never sweet, was never shit.
Yeah. I just felt like his decline started after that playoff run. And I hate to use the word decline, and if he does something spectacular in the next couple of years, I'll come and correct myself on it. But
has some classic battles about it too on here, right?
Man, you can use the word. Yeah, you did use the word decline all you want. This dude got 275 million, and he's not
the number one pick in the draft right now.
And you know what? And I always say this. I got to make sure I give the same energy. I don't know about anyone else, but I know myself got on JH about playoff. And, he has won a playoff game, but hasn't been there since.
Nigga, he got.
And we're not doing the win-loss for the quarterbacks.
Yeah, not only that, nigga. You see the coach he had, and you see the coach he got now, and you see what he doing. So that's dead. Herbert, this Sunday actually just won his first game in the last, I think, 10 games where the game was decided by 3 points or less. This was the first time that he won a situation like that. You want to guess who the coach was for the other 10 games?
Staley.
Here we go.
The response was MVP-ish.
That's not by accident.
He said,
yeah, Dre, it's your turn, nigga.
It's our turn.
It's Rams and no, I said what I said. It's your turn because you been woofing. You was talking greasy all season, all summer, all spring, all last season, all when we was in the playoffs and y'all was trash. You've been talking this whole time, talking about what y'all gonna do to us, how we ain't good, we ain't spit, all of that. Talk to me. You said y'all was for sure winning this game.
I felt that was a win, especially the way we started. But unfortunately, what's the whole game? Everyone's got a game plan till they get punched in the mouth.
You legitimately in your heart thought y'all had a chance against us. That's what
any given Sunday.
Look at
never know.
That don't sound like you thought it was a legitimate.
Show him
chance.
that catch, JC. Show it to him. Let him see it.
No, that was just man. I know just that.
Talk to him, Poop.
That last drive, man, we couldn't.
That's just right there.
And you know what? I will say the person that really scares me on your defense is we already brought his name up, Verse. That's a scary motherfucker right there.
Rookie.
Exactly. And that alone explains it. But I mean, we got to protect. I mean, we're not going to do shit if we can't protect Drake May. And we're obviously, you just heard me say the Patriots are 32nd ranked in offensive line. I mean,
shout out to Coach Shula. Shula's still doing their thing in the NFL. That is Coach Shula's grandson is their Rams defensive coordinator.
Wow.
And
that's what took over from my boy Morris.
They come at you. They come after you. Yeah, man. Shula.
He's doing a great job.
Mike Shula, I believe, son.
Oh, and then on top of that, the Rams were perfect. They not perfected. Sorry, they were much better in the.
You said it right the first time, nigga.
They were red zone. You guys finished 3 for 4, 1 for 2 in goal to goal. We went 2 for 5 in the red zone, and that's not winning football. Turned it over twice. That's
I see. We made
a
stand on the goal line. Nigga.
Yeah, I know. Thank you for bringing that up. I appreciate it.
You man. I don't want to hear this victim mentality spit like JC picking on you.
Oh, no,
was this nigga not talking greasy back in August?
I was.
All right.
Yeah,
like I said.
Keep the energy, nigga.
Like I said.
You don't try to turn down now, huh?
Hey, I learned my lesson for this one.
Almost, man.
And you gotta sit with this too for however long it take till y'all play us again, nigga. Anytime you get to talking greasy, nigga, I'm just gonna pull up this scoreboard and it's gonna be on my background. Telling you right now.
It's all right. Things. Hey, you got your win. Congrats, kudos. You outplayed us. There's just no other way of putting it. The Patriots got outplayed.
My point is, you've been hating on a good team for absolutely no reason, but just to hate.
I have a reason. LA is right next to them.
No. Your reason is
because they're LA.
You just be trying to antagonize me and tag team with my little bro Isaiah. That's what the split
literally
is.
The only reason I hated the Rams was because they had LA next to their name. That was it.
I don't hear you talk about the Chargers like this. I hear you talk about Herbert like this. I don't hear you talk about the Chargers like this.
No, trust me. You can ask family members. I do talk shit about Chargers. I just don't come on here and talk shit about the Chargers.
Ragu, so you don't talk shit about the Chargers then, nigga? You talk. How much sports have you talked?
With my family, I do. Not with y'all.
F all that. How much sports have you talked on All Grind? You probably talked more sports on here than you have anywhere else in the last 2 years, nigga. And we ain't never heard you slander the Chargers. But you always got smoke. But you always got smoke for a real nigga.
I think I've heard him say something about them blowing that lead that time.
No, Herbert. It's the difference.
Herbert?
He gets on Herbert, yes. He don't talk about the Chargers.
Yeah.
But
the coach.
No, strictly don't when I first met you, I told you I don't root for the Chargers, Rams, or
I didn't say you had to root for us. I'm talking about the level of hate you extended. That's what I'm talking about.
No.
I couldn't wait for this day. You shouldn't have showed up today.
Chargers definitely get a little bit of hate. That's why in Madden I put them back in San Diego. It's like y'all going back.
As you should.
They should be on their way to St. Louis.
But shit, they don't have a team.
We got a squad right here, nigga. All right. I told you that back in August.
You did. I didn't listen. You did.
I'm going to hold tight on, as far as how it's going to go, because we got a big one this week, pause, that we got to take care of.
Philly.
But I'm telling y'all right now, let us get that game. I'm cutting up. Letting y'all know
I was going to say, though, too, JC, you guys aren't remember how you said earlier how Ragu said his sleeper could be Minnesota? Well, I'm sure your sleeper, along with some other, maybe not you, but other fans, the Rams are a sleeper too. You don't want to catch them.
Nah, nigga, Ragu, this is what I be talking about. He just posted talking about, all right, relax now. When Alaski said, he said that we got action at a Super Bowl this year. Now all of a sudden, they might be a sleeper because we done smacked you in the mouth now.
Like I said, everyone's got a game plan till they get punched. I didn't expect you guys were sitting at 4 and 5.
I do see the
you guys were sitting at 4 and 5. I have to give credit where credit is due. I said something. It didn't.
I'm just trying to figure out what in your right mind made you think that these guys was effing with us. Ragu and Isaiah went on their podcast and kept it 100, and their team for sure was supposed to be prone to be better than y'all niggas. And they went on Follow from Burners and kept it G and said, nah, the way our team is right now and the way they rolling right now, I just don't see it. I hope I'm wrong, but we don't see it. You was the one that was popping it for real, like y'all niggas over us or something.
Like we gonna win even though we tried.
Yeah.
I had faith. I just felt like we could do something.
Exactly.
But like I said,
they ain't tough. You know New England's not a good team this year. Dre, stop.
Well, yeah, that's the fan in me.
Yeah, so he was just talking crap.
Dre think they going undefeated the rest of the season.
Every year. Yeah.
No, because he gave him 9-8 on the prediction episode. They had 8 L's right now, so I'm saying he must think they finna go undefeated the rest of the season. So his prediction be right.
They better start. They better figure some shit out to make my prediction right.
Dre, buckle up for that top 3 pick. That's amongst you, brother.
I'm fine with getting the top 3 pick. The question is, Are our scouts going to do their job? No.
Well, nigga, you need to be showing some grace right now. They got you Drake May, nigga. That's about the only bright spot y'all got.
It looks like you picked the right guy.
Rest of your spit boo-boo.
I know, but we didn't upgrade. We went straight. I don't mind going straight for Drake, but we went straight.
You got something. You got something that half the teams in the league would kill for. You got you a quarterback.
You're right.
That's half the battle.
You're right.
But keep my team's name out your mother effing mouth.
But with that being said, because it's strictly, I did give you your little flowers, but I do like Ragu and them like to say when it comes to the Chiefs after giving them grace, fuck them.
Mm-hmm. Enjoy that 3-win season, my brother. That's amongst you.
3, we about to win at least 5.
Good luck with that. All right, let's go to some real teams. The AFC North. We got Baltimore and the Steelers, man.
Great game.
Steelers got them another W with no touchdowns.
They're what, 8-2 now?
Yeah. Great game.
And I think they won with field goals, correct?
Yeah. This is the second time this season that they won without scoring a touchdown.
Wow.
Love the late game drive by Lamar. Fell short on the 2-point conversion.
Why was Derrick Henry not in the game?
On the 2-point conversion?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Sometimes these old cores outsmart themselves, bro. Out-scheme themselves.
Like, you got the leading rusher in the entire NFL. He's on pace for a historic season. And you got him on the bench on the 2-point conversion to tie the game.
Yeah.
Don't be making these Pete Carroll mistakes at the goal line now.
Great game.
Is there a kicker issue in the NFL today?
I'm gonna go along and say I agree with that because I feel like I've seen a lot of missed kicks this year.
I haven't. I guess I've been watching the wrong games just because the guys that you guys are used to making them, like Tucker.
Justin Tucker.
Moody.
You know, I saw the guy last night, Aubrey. He made a kick from 64 yards.
Yeah, I was about that. Wasn't that called back too, though? But on the defense,
I think is that the one they took off the board and then didn't score?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, man. The 64-yarder counted. That was another one. They took off the board.
64 yards.
Yeah, so and our kicker's been doing all right. He's missed a couple.
Is it the record 66?
Yeah. And he kicked that 70. That ball could have went 70 yards crazy. Last night. The Cowboy kicker, Aubrey. So, not that I've noticed. I'm trying to think of what is this the year of.
I've been seeing a lot of missed
Last year was
kicks.
the year of the backup QBs.
There has been a lot of missed kicks this season. And again, like you said, it's probably more so the prominent names that we're used to.
Yeah, Justin Tucker, Moody.
We saw Vinatieri, or my bad if I said a nigga name wrong, but we seen the legend, 40-something years old, and he was still out there getting busy. Yeah.
I feel like defense has kind of come back this year.
I feel like, with kickers, it's like, I really don't have a lot of grace. I'm sorry. Out of all the positions, and I know you guys talked about it a little bit earlier, I don't have too much grace. Nigga, you got one job. You got one effing job throughout the whole entire game, my nigga.
And if the snap and hold is fine,
there's no excuse.
Yeah.
You have one job throughout the whole entire game.
And then sometimes
some of you niggas is only kicking one time a game.
Well, and also
Debo did to the kicker what every fan and other player has wanted to do to kickers,
right?
Throughout the history of football.
Exactly. I could give you another one, Ragu.
To the TV, like you motherfucker, like how you missed that?
I could give you another one, Ragu, one of the accurate kickers of the last few years. Old boy from the Falcons, Young Koo.
Yeah.
Oh, Young Wei Koo, that's
That
right.
nigga missed like
struggling a little
I had to drop that nigga. He missed like 3 kicks the other
He
day.
missed 3 of
Yeah.
them.
Like, oh hell no!
See, that's what I'm saying. It's the guys you've been used to making them, missing them. That's why I feel like it's something going on, but it's other regular guys making kicks, man.
But Boswell, he's saving me in my other league, boy. Oh my gosh, this nigga put up quarterback numbers on
Boswell?
Sunday.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that nigga put up quarterback numbers.
He said he put up quarterback.
Man, that was a sneaky little 24.
And
Yeah, Tucker and Young Wei Koo struggling makes the league seem like it's struggling.
yeah, there you go, right? I just felt because you just don't, man. I was like,
And Moody.
some of these kicks that Tucker's
Moody
missed,
too.
I was like, what the? But also too, JC, just real quick, just to reiterate, even the Chicago game, some of them are getting their fingertips on the ball too.
That's true too. That's what just happened to the Donkeys last week.
Yep. And then
Hell,
the Bears
we
this
just
week.
did it. We just did it to y'all. Pause.
Yeah.
On Sunday.
Yep.
So
And then the Bears and Green Bay game.
that's what
too.
you meant, Ragoon. You said it's the defense too.
What's that?
Niggas blocking kicks now a little more.
Yeah. All around, I feel like teams are D'ing up a little bit better. Pause.
So special team coordinators
Part of
doing their
that, too.
jobs.
Yeah. And yeah, just kind of catching up a little bit
Yeah.
to the rule changes and all that.
Does Baltimore catch Pitt by the end of the season?
I'm going to say no, because they 2 down now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say no. I thought about that after they lost. That game I'm thinking,
But they always lose to the Steelers. They usually split with them.
they play again, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
their second game is for the
Yeah.
division, but I just don't see it. I think the Steelers.
And Steelers are probably gonna have a better division record, even if they do tie it up.
We'll see.
It's a lot, like you said, it's a lot of football left though.
That's a
Lot
good
of
question,
football.
man. That's a good question. The Steelers, I got some losing coming because
Yeah.
they've been winning two like
Yeah. Remember they went 10-0.
they've been getting a lot of help. Yeah. This is almost like that. This 8-2 is similar to that.
But I ain't gonna
Really,
lie.
they could have lost.
But I ain't gonna
Tucker,
lie, Ragu. This dude got a different feel to me.
Yeah.
not to me. I saw him play in person. They not.
And you
You know.
put Fields back in, man.
They're not like how I imagine Detroit looks in person.
Got you.
The Steelers, they if it wasn't for the calls against us, we would have been right there against them. And we beat the Ravens, who they just barely beat. So they really are like what I feel they are. And
Yeah.
to be honest, neither one of them teams are.
You're not scared of either one of them?
I think this thing is KC Buffalo this year.
Wow.
And I love Lamar, don't get me wrong, but it's just him. It's like them dudes ain't really.
They secondary been terrible this year too.
It's like they not even really with him like that. Not on purpose, but they not matching his desire to win a championship. And they, let's face it, bro. When they got there last year, he was out there putting his hands in his pocket, all that. We already been through that. I ain't gonna say that might have been it, but I don't think this year they're going back to the title game.
Real quick. Just real quick. As of right now, we're in week 11. This is a mid-season check-in. If there's anybody y'all could see in the AFC popping the Chiefs in the playoffs, who would
Besides the Bills?
What team would y'all pick?
Yeah. Besides
Bills.
Buffalo. Oh.
So
Who
Buffalo
just
is
popped
the
them
choice.
last night. Right?
Well, they beat them in the regular season every year, but
Yeah.
all right.
It's just the playoffs. They can't get over the Chiefs.
Right.
Honestly,
I don't like going off.
Maybe Houston. That's the only 2 teams I feel like. Because
That
the
could pop 'em.
problem is you got to have offense
Yeah.
against the Chiefs, man. Because their defense is ridiculous, bro. Everybody be worried about Mahomes. The defense and all of the, what Spags does, they rarely, I know when they play against the Raiders, nobody on the defense is more than 15 yards away from the line of scrimmage. Ever. So they put a lot of pressure on you defensively, and you got to have some offensive players, man, some playmakers, bro, that's going to make them play you honest. Mm-hmm. So only, they got Nico and Joe Mixon and Tank Dell with CJ. These dudes will make them play. But I don't think so. Like Steelers, the Steelers don't. They wouldn't do it. Lamar, they would get after. They'll come with something full of. They showed that they can get him. That's my good question too, JC. That's my answer though.
So Buffalo and Houston for you,
or nobody else.
Yeah, because they're
gonna put tips on everybody else. Watch.
They're gonna put them clamps down.
If Miami could catch them at Hard Rock, which they're not, because Miami's not having a good season, and get healthy defensively, maybe a Miami team, but not gonna happen. Their year didn't go.
You got a quarterback with they're playing. Yeah, they
fight for their playoff lives, but they fuck around, make it though.
What if somebody told y'all 11 weeks into the season, the Niners will be last place in the NFC West?
I wouldn't have believed it.
Yeah, nah, that would have been a good bet. Something to bet. That probably had good, solid, plus numbers on it.
And
of course, Shanahan and Lynch withheld information about McCaffrey, which would some people might have said, "Hey, yeah, they're gonna be in last. He only gonna play one game during that time." You gonna tell me that too? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You said that.
Even then, though, because they was good before he got there.
And because we had
they just wasn't
not watch, huh? We also had Arizona do not watch. So it's still, it would have been still far-fetched. You're right. Arizona, as much as San Francisco, has been a surprise.
And I was about to say, now that you brought that up, Niners 11 weeks in will be last place in the NFC West. Cardinals will be first place 11 weeks in the NFC West. Definitely nobody had that on their bingo card.
No,
I think everybody would have bet that. Everybody would have bet that and lost. You would have felt like somebody was giving you money.
Right.
Only to lose. It would be funny. Be like, damn, ain't that crazy?
How y'all feel about the Hawks and Niners game?
I honestly thought going into that game, like before it started, I assumed San Fran can pick it up against Seattle and, move. But when I saw the final score, I was like 20-17. I was like, what the fuck? They got past the Niners? Niners are sitting at 500?
That's a division matchup, too.
Still,
that's what I was
very, very familiar with Shanahan.
This division here, they just trade, haymakers against each other.
I ain't gonna lie. They really follow from Bernie. Ever since Coop said we the worst division in the league, niggas have turned up. Everybody 500 now.
Yeah.
He said
they just take turns taking haymakers at each other.
Yep. That's what's going on right now.
Games are brutal.
I love it.
They usually do play good games.
And I think we got like 2-3 more division matchups too for the season over. So we got a tough little stretch at the end. Pause.
Yeah. Yeah, they good division football
plus the Bills. We got 3 division matchups, the Bills and the Eagles.
Who's coaching the Cardinals?
It's a good question.
Got some good coaching going on over there in the NFC West.
They brought I know they
Jonathan Gannon.
Oh yeah, all right.
Gannon. Every time I hear the name Gannon, I think of Rich.
Hey, by the way, Purdy another one I've been trying to tell niggas about. I know he finna get paid, but I've been telling niggas about him too. And
Purdy was who?
he be showing flashes of the mid every now and then.
Purdy is GMG.
Purdy
G.
is C. Purdy is Jimmy G without CMC. I'm trying to tell niggas. Like, I just don't understand this whole, like, everybody Purdy talk. I've been telling niggas the whole time, Purdy ain't did spit. Even to this day, Purdy ain't did a damn thing that Jimmy G ain't done. You even blew a 10-point lead in the Super Bowl, just like Jimmy G did. You literally have done nothing that Jimmy G ain't done.
I forgot the 10-point lead.
You actually see like you trying to beat a nigga in some way.
Damn.
I mean, but it was different though.
But look, this is exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Right, the Chiefs came back and took the lead, and then they drove again, right? Or no? No, the Chiefs had to tie it up. To go to
you talking about the last one?
The Super Bowl.
Yeah, they tied it up.
To go to,
Yeah, so they was up.
But they tied it up because of an overthrow from your boy Purdy on the 3rd and 2. I don't know if you remember that part.
This nigga kept receipts.
I gotta go back and look.
Yeah, and then they took a field goal, which I disagree with.
You check.
Who the overthrow?
I think it was Hughes check that he overthrew.
Might have been on you.
I think it was Hughes.
Who?
I thought it was Hughes check.
Fullback.
That's possible.
I'll go back and watch.
I remember it was something to the left side. I remember whoever was over there.
If they get that first down, they win.
They win the game. They win the game. No question. They are Super Bowl champions if he gets that. You gave Mahomes the ball with a minute something left.
Let's get one more in, man. I'm about to have to jam. I gotta get ready for dinner. Got a dinner engagement.
We'll skip that. Honestly, it's only one of these games. Well, we'll skip that one. Let's go Chiefs and Bills. Even though I feel like we kind of talked about it.
Like Ragu's been saying for the last few weeks, they want to lose.
Yeah, and finally somebody with enough offense to stand up to the Chiefs defense, right? Because the Chiefs offense, let's face it, man, they hadn't really been. I've seen them play, and they wasn't nothing scary to me, in my opinion. And we played them right after they got Hopkins. Now, as Hopkins gets more and more comfortable with them, they might become a little more dangerous. Mm-hmm. But right now, they just really kind of running power runs with Kareem Hunt and trying to play action off that. Maybe catch you slipping with Worthy up top, and Kelsey for the first down. And everybody knows their game kind of now. But what the Bills had was enough offense
to beat them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Ragu, y'all be saying that. Hold on, y'all be saying that like the Chiefs ain't got starters on offense hurt too, though. Rashid Rice is on IR. Pacheco is on IR. Like,
yeah. They got Hopkins though, and they went and got Kareem Hunt. So
I feel like that's all they really
Kareem Hunt was a backup running back in the league, but all right.
To a very good running back, and they were like a really good running team. So he ran a lot too. So it ain't like he was some bum.
Mm-hmm.
I did not put the bum on it.
Like that.
I did not put the bum on it.
Ragu's like, hold on.
One more, man. I got to make it happen.
Yeah, I was about to say, you got time for one more.
All right.
Because this is the one, Bengals and Chargers game. I gotta get your thoughts on that one.
All I'm gonna say for that, Bengals had 2 missed field goals late in the fourth, man. That hurt.
Oh yeah, this is another one, Ragu. Your boy McPherson.
Yeah.
2 missed.
I was hoping they
beat
the Chargers. I was hoping they beat the Chargers.
Came back.
That's
Are the Bengals done this season?
Not only are they done, Staley's and seats getting a little warm, from what I hear. Seats getting it's not hot, but it's
Yeah.
on
It's in purgatory.
You know when you put the heated seat on low in the car?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's starting to
shit.
be some little. They need to.
I've even seen some Zach Taylor talk of like he ain't all the way. You know what I'm saying? Like he can't just relax either, right?
That's what I'm saying.
The way Burrow's playing, like the stats he putting up, and they still losing. Like, nah, that ain't cool. Chase, like they offense been there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's getting a little warm for him. That's what I meant,
crazy.
Zach Taylor. But the defense is really the problem.
Mm-hmm.
They really haven't been able to stop people. They've been scoring.
They have to be the last ones with the ball in their hand to win the game.
Yeah.
And their secondary, like you said, on the defensive part, like their secondary is struggling right now. They are. Yeah, there you go. That's the best with atrocious. Like
when you look at their offensive attack, they're a little bit banged up with running backs though this year. But when you look at these guys on paper, then look at the record. It don't make sense
at all.
The defense has not.
They have the league leader in sacks, league leader in passing yards, league leader in passing touchdowns, league leader in receptions, and league leader in receiving yards, and they're 4-7.
Or we could say they are the poster team for putting all your money on offense and then not enough left for defense.
And you know what's funny, Ragu? I was literally just about to say that this is the best damn offensive 4-7 team I've ever seen in my life.
I'm telling you, when you look at on paper, when you read off the stats,
trying to get paid.
Yeah, shout out to Higgins. Hopefully, Telesco, you listening? But yeah, you look at the record, you look at the stats first, and then you go over to the standings and be like, huh?
Yeah.
No defense.
Would you compare it to? And I know this team is probably record wise worse, but would you? Because you probably remember the season better than me. Would you compare it to that season when the Chargers was number one in offense and defense and missed the playoffs? Do you remember that team?
Right.
Wait, nah, they did that.
Yeah, that was what probably late. Either late thousands or early tens. One of them seasons.
It was one of those. Yeah,
I have to look back on that one. That's hard.
That's your division. How you missed that?
I don't pay attention to the Chargers like that. You know what I mean? So perhaps was Rivers and
that was Rivers.
LaDainian?
I don't remember if it was LT, but I know Phillip for sure.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a crazy stat.
That was
So that team comes to mind, but
when I was watching
the
Cincinnati when
Chargers.
the Raiders was about to play them, I was like, "This is the best team we played," and that was after we had played, all y'all.
Right.
We just played them right before this last game. So
yeah, you were right.
The nigga
JC.
put up 5 tutties because it wasn't offense.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy that they can't manage to win. But they one of them teams though. They might get if they can get the defense a little turned around.
Man, we've been saying that the last 4 games.
And they keep losing close games. It's not like they're getting blown out because they got that offense, but they just can't stop.
If you were to see
they can't
Burrow,
stop a nosebleed.
If you were to take these 2 players, take Burrow and Jamar Chase stats from the 2 games they played the Ravens, and then you look, like you said, you go look at the record against the Ravens this season, you'll be like, wait, huh? Like how?
Yeah.
Like there's no possible way you put up these numbers and lost both of those games. Maybe one of them, but you don't lose both.
Yeah,
right.
And
that's some bad luck.
Yep.
I got to run, y'all.
Oh yeah. Good seeing you, Ragu.
Appreciate you, Ragu.
Thanks for having me on. Check y'all next week.
Have fun.
All right, big dog.
Word.
Yeah, and you were right, JC. It was the 2010 Chargers.
2010.
That's crazy to be first in both and
miss playoffs. What's your thoughts on the Bengals? You think they done for?
Yeah. I don't want to put hit that button early, but from what we've seen, bro, we can't keep having these starts like this and expect to be in the postseason.
Yeah.
You can't be inconsistent.
Every single season, Burrow's coming from behind.
Since Joe Burrow. What are we calling him?
The super. Isaiah was calling him Joe Shiesty.
Yeah, so like you just can't. That's just too much inconsistent shit, and you can't keep doing that and expect to be in the postseason and or Super Bowl every year. It doesn't work like that.
Yep.
But I do want to credit the Bengals on the comeback that they had because it wasn't looking pretty early, so they were able to come. It's just those. To me, we always say this.
I think that call got made. I think that's what happened. Goodell made that call like, hold up, we flexed this game for prime time. Like, we're not doing that.
He said we are not about to come out here.
Yeah, that's what
the second half better be better.
Yeah, that's what I think happened.
But JC, how many times have we said it on the show? It's don't get me wrong, the big things will hurt. Yeah, don't get me wrong, but it's the little things. This game football is won by inches. So it could be like you just mentioned, Purdy overthrowing in the Super Bowl. That could have been key for their offense.
They won the game. They win the game if he makes that throw. So
the little things, to me, I find to be the bigger things, the biggest things. You gotta minimize turnovers. You gotta execute when you get an opportunity.
Well, in their case, they need to force turnovers.
In
their effing case.
Well, we know right now that secondary is having they can't stop a nosebleed to save their life right now. It felt like every time Herbert had the ball in his hands, that offense was moving every single time. And there might have been some hiccups in between, but those are what we call just hiccups.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Unfortunately, I just don't see them overcoming it this year and making it. What are they, 4-7 now?
Yep.
They're 3 games under 500.
Yeah, that was a must win. I think them winning that game took them from like 20. Like if they lost, their chances went to like 19%, and if they won, their chances went to like 75%.
70, yeah, around that.
And I think the Chargers went to like 91 with the win, and went to like, I forgot what it was, like 10 or something with a. It was something crazy. It was a bit. They both needed that game basically.
I wanted to ask you though, real quick. I mean, he threw for 297, 2 tutties, no picks. Would you consider though? How would you rate his completion percentage? He went 17 for 36. So that has to be what, like
that's like what, 50, a little under 50.
Okay, a little under. Okay, but I mean, and I did see some, not a lot of them, but there were some drops in that game. But I be seeing some.
He had a bad overthrow on what's his name though.
Was that the one toward the sideline?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name? McConkey or whatever.
McConkey, yeah. I think even the announcer said it. He was like, "Oh, the layup was a little too high."
Yeah, he missed. Yeah, that was a missed one for sure right there. I can admit that.
Yeah, but
he won the game, but they gave the Bengals a chance because he missed that. And that is not a team you want to play with fire with.
And for the Bengals, when they saw that, they probably offensively were like, "Ooh, don't make that mistake."
Rub them hands like Birdman. Yep.
Oh, thanks to you. I'm about to go listen to $100 million and pop bottles now. Thanks to you, duffel bag boy.
The Houston and Dallas game, Monday Night Football. I know this ain't much to talk about. But.
All I want to say is, hey Jerry, how's your high paid quarterback doing?
Man, and the irony of a running back giving him the blues yesterday.
Yup.
Because Mixon is having a historic season.
Like the announcer said, I think Mixon is drank from the fountain of the youth fountain.
Bro, I draft Mixon every year, bro. And for some reason this season, I kind of passed on him. Like, I'll go another direction because I draft him every year. And not to say he's bad, he's been solid, but this right here, I'm like, bro, like,
what is this?
If I would have known I was getting that again, I for sure would have took him. Like, no questions asked. I think he's got 100 yards in 6 of his 7 games that he's played. He's practically gotten 100 yards or 100 yards from scrimmage every single solitary game he played this season.
Wow.
Except one.
And and I'm glad you brought that up.
Mixon is finna get running backs fed.
Oh, absolutely. But also another thing I want to bring out too, and we just talked about how the small things hurt. Pause. Dallas not only went 0 for 4 on I think it was 4th, I believe, but who in the hell called on 4th and 1 a fake punt?
I didn't even see that.
Flip. You didn't see, bro?
Nah.
They fake and the pat. Oh my!
Hey,
Jesus.
what happened with that scrap that happened too?
Well, to me, honestly, that was, I caught clips of it because I had to. I only got to see the first half of this game, so I had to work. But I caught clips of that, and I was like, "Oh, that shit got chippy real quick."
Yeah.
But I mean, outside of that, I understand Cooper rushes in, and I get that. But the only thing that they need to execute, they have to execute on offense. I know the announcer brought it to my attention. He said their line hasn't been their usual line.
They haven't been
it's
like
not
yourself.
what we're accustomed to seeing.
Yeah.
And it made it a little, makes it a little hard for them to run, hard to pass too. But also, you just can't have, the only thing that was working for Dallas was the jet sweep. Houston could not stop that. They ran it 3 times, 2 in the first half, 1 in the second, and they couldn't stop CeeDee Lamb on that. But that was their only offense, literally.
Wow.
And then on top of that, well, neither team did well on 3rd down, but Dallas went 5 for 15. Their quarterback was sacked 5 times, and Stroud only was sacked once. But I also want to throw something about Houston's defense.
Mm-hmm.
They forced 5 sacks, yes, but not if they couldn't get a sack, they did the next best thing, which was disrupt the quarterback's pocket presence and add knockdowns or hurries.
Yeah.
Because when you hurry them up,
you disrupt the game plan that way.
Yep. It doesn't necessarily have to be a sack, but just get him out of his rhythm. And I think they did a hell of a job doing that. D'Amico, you are, I love that man. He, as a head coach, I love him there.
I still feel he got robbed for coach of the year last year, but that's just me.
Oh, well, I mean, and he went to the postseason too. On top of that,
and won and beat the nigga that they gave coach of the year to.
Year 2, yep. And
so I don't know.
Is it because he's not tall?
Not tall enough. Not tall enough. Any last thoughts on week 11?
Oh my God, just by you saying week 11 just makes me want to cry.
Man. Crazy. But, I
remember
when we was begging for the season to come back. Now we're over 60% of the season done.
Especially college, because college, it's 14 weeks.
Oh, yeah, they only got 2 weeks left, right?
Yeah, because playoffs start in January.
Yeah.
So, but I will say, as far as NFL, though, I felt like college has moved very fast, but I felt like the NFL this year slightly has moved really slow.
That's because you ain't got no fantasy team. Everybody else dealing with fantasy, so we got something to look forward to.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Not to mention, your team is the Pats right now, so I bet it is a long season. Our Sundays, well, at least let me speak for myself. My Sundays can't come fast enough. Pause.
Yeah. Hey, it's funny because I had a friend hit me up the other day. He was like, "Hey, we're about to go here Sunday." I was like, "Cool, what time?" He was like, "I don't know, 11:30, 12 a.m." I'm like, "Sorry, from the hours of 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., I am unavailable." And they always laugh at me, but it's serious. It's not just the passion. This is real. I love this shit.
I get it.
But shout out to week 11, man. I can't believe we're 11 weeks in, though. Damn.
Hell yeah, man. And I'm going to say what I've been saying every week. Faithfully, in McVay, we trust. Let them get one more glimpse.
Oh, my God. Hey, real quick. Shout out to the cameraman who got that picture. Good Lord, that's a clean picture.
You know what I mean? I got one more thing I want to bring up because I know you, your team's actually in a tight game with the Cavs right now, the undefeated Cavs. So I'm gonna let you go get to that. But there's one question before we go regarding the Maxey and Embiid situation. I'm sure the you seen the news on that.
Oh no, what happened? I was at work. Yeah, what happened?
Oh, so apparently, and this is from an actual credible source. Apparently Maxey checked Embiid about being late to meetings and not, I guess, taking things serious enough in a team meeting that Larry called yesterday.
Oh shit! So
So
Maxey think he a 10-year vet, huh?
so they're 2-8 now.
Yeah.
They're 2-8, and now you got locker room turmoil.
Oh, that's something Philly doesn't need right now, though. Like I understand Maxey's.
I mean, I know that's a Eastern Conference rival, but
No, yeah.
how do you? I mean, how do you view this Philly situation right now? I don't even know how to get it out. How do you view this Philly situation right now? Do they get out of this? Is there a way out of this? What do you think they need to do? Or like, how do you feel about the whole thing?
Well, first off, I mean, you know, they say when you're playing at this type of profession, you need to voice yourself. And I'm not saying Maxey was wrong for that. I'm not saying that at all. I just think I applaud him for doing that because Embiid's been in this league for quite a while now. So,
but I also think $200 million can make you poke your chest out a little more to a star player. So I don't think if Maxey didn't get that contract,
he wouldn't be doing all that.
Yeah,
I think honestly,
Philly told him you have just as much of a voice as him when they gave him that contract. So.
And you know what? Embiid has been dealing with, and we don't use it. I know I don't use it as an excuse because my only issue with Embiid is when it comes postseason. But he did miss, because regular season, he'll always give you 30, 15, and 10. Like, he'll always give you that, but.
Oh, damn. I'm so lonely. I have nobody. I'm on my own. Unless Drake comes back, I guess that's the end of the episode. They must have known he was talking some yippee yada. And got my guy up out of here. But love you, Dre. Love you, Ragu. Oh, he's back.
My iPhone died, so I had to hop on this one. Pause.
I was doing the outro, man. But go ahead, continue.
No, I was just gonna say though. I think Embiid the only reason I don't think that it's gonna be too much of an issue for them. This is still a team that they have some turmoil, but it's still early in the season, so they can honestly, to me, this is just Maxey calling out a teammate. That's all this is, and it's up to Embiid and the rest.
There's nothing wrong with it, and I know Maxey probably didn't intend for it to go public, but it's public now. And now you have a whole different situation now that it's public versus when you're dealing with it internally. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think it should have been brought to the public. I don't think it's any of our business that he poked his chest out.
But again, it's not like Maxey went to the media. It's like he had a conversation and it got leaked. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what more Maxey could have done about that, but that's where we are now.
And like I said, it's still early in the season. It's turmoil that I feel that can be fixed. It just depends on how Embiid, how Maxey, how everyone takes it. Pause.
For sure. And I think Embiid is going to be the biggest determining factor in that. Like, are you going to take that personal and really, take your ball and run, or are you just going to take it in stride and have that tough conversation with Maxey and say, you know what, let's figure it out. That's also hilarious that PG, he's kind of looking like Devontae Adams right now. You left a supposed messy situation, and then you it's like, damn.
Back in another messy situation.
I might as well stayed in my city.
But I don't have a problem with what Maxey did. I just feel like that was his way of all right, if you want to win, we got to be the meetings on time. First one to show up, last one to leave type shit. If you want to win a championship, because got to realize winning a championship, it takes a lot.
And I feel like it says something to me, and I'm saying this as an Embiid fan. It says something that Maxey even has to come at you like that at this point in your career. Like, you're supposed to be setting the tone as the leader of this team. You're the one that's supposed to be checking niggas like that. And the fact that one of your teammates, specifically, arguably the second best player on the team, is the one that's coming at you like that, it shows how bad he wants to win. Now, how bad do you want to win? And I know I know I go hard for Embiid a lot on this show, but if you actually pay close attention to a lot of those episodes when we're going into the playoffs, I remember saying that year he won the MVP that I kind of had the feeling like he just wanted to win the MVP, and then he was like satisfied.
Yeah, like and satisfied winning the championship.
And then he was good, and it was like, damn, it's like you didn't have that Kobe mentality of the job's not finished. It was like you wanted that MVP. That's what you went so hard for. And it's like, okay, like I'm cool now. And I don't know, like if Maxey is on him like that, to me it doesn't.
He's only been in the league, what, 3-4 years? Maxey?
To me, it does. Yeah, he came in the league 2020. To me, it doesn't look good, bro. If Maxey's coming at you like that, I think the writing's on the wall that nobody can make you have a passion to want to win a championship, bro. You have the God-given talent. Everybody knows that. You're when you're at top of your game, you have an argument as the best player in the league right now. It's just like nobody's questioning that part. It's the in here. You know what I mean? And I hope that's not taken as personal, aspect. But. Right, yeah, let me do that. Like, more so the mental aspect. How bad do you want this with? And
because to me, I didn't mean to cut you off, my bad. I was going to say, I think the biggest thing for me, like you just said, I'm kind of piggyback off of that. Maxey wants a championship. And I respect the hell out of the fact that he just got paid and cares that much. That says something about Maxey to me. Mm-hmm.
And maybe PG and Embiid need to get shook up like that.
Yeah, and I hope Embiid doesn't take it, because I feel like PG won't. I feel like that would PG be like, all right, little man, I see you.
Yeah, he respected. He respected.
But I feel like Embiid, and I could be wrong, but I'm just saying from my point of view, I feel like I don't want Embiid to kind of look at it and be like, who the hell are you to tell me?
Like taking it personal, huh?
Yeah, like that's what I'm afraid of. Like, because I feel like Embiid's a real stand-up dude.
But I feel like if Embiid would have took that route, I feel like we probably would have heard about it. But there's no telling if he like took it, whether he took it in stride or if he took it and was like, you know what, I'm leaving out of here first chance I get, or if he took heed to it. I don't know. Like, I mean, only time will tell. But as of right now, if I'm not mistaken, they're sitting at last place in the NBA. They're tied with I forgot who the other team was, but they're tied with somebody for the worst record in the NBA as we speak. Yeah, that's about it, man. I know we haven't talked much NBA lately, but that was what's on our plate for today.
It's almost that time, though. It's almost that time.
For sure. You got any last words?
And shout out to, honestly, obviously, go Celtics, but this is gonna be we're playing a really tough 15-0 Cavs. Did you have the Cavs standing here at the beginning of the year?
15-0, no. Did I have them as an elite team on the East? Absolutely. You can go look at the NBA prediction episode. I was arguing with niggas about it. Absolutely. I was arguing with Tyrell trying to get him to believe. Yeah. You can go back and look. Check out our NBA prediction episode if you haven't. That's to the fans out there.
And honestly, and it's just crazy because I knew right off the bat, like, okay, there's still going to be a contending a playoff team regardless. But to start like this, I was like, every time I'm updating a stat, I go down to the Cavs. I'm like, what?
Anybody that tells you they predicted 15-0 is lying. Even if you live,
they're lying.
Ain't nobody see 15-0, bro.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm just excited, man. We're close to the college football offs. We got some more. We got 6-7 weeks more of NFL action, and
what's Deion's
right after that?
What's Deion's chances of getting in that top 12? Do he got to win out?
So I believe they would have to win out. Yeah, because there's a lot of teams with there's a lot of 2-loss teams. So, well, not a lot, but there's
Can
there's
2
a
losses
pretty good
get
handful.
you a top 12?
Yeah, but it also varies off of. So this is how I didn't get a chance to explain it. So the format. So the first 4 teams to clinch a conference, the ACC, the SEC championship, the first 4 teams to clinch a conference get a bye week. The other teams that didn't clinch the conference will be playing in the first round. So it's kind of like NFL format.
So who's number 1 in the Big 12 right now?
Not Colorado's number 2. Fuck, they just played them. Let me see. Because they're playing. They just. Oh no, BYU lost. Let me run into it because I took a screenshot. But no, they can get in at 2 though. They can get in as a second seed.
Got you.
That is for sure. But the Big 12, man, it's tough this year. But I think Colorado's sitting perfectly at that second seed.
Okay, so they got some action.
Bro, they were 4-8 a couple seasons ago. They're 7-2.
I was about to say, before we leave, last thing I want to ask you is your perspective on where they are now versus when Deion walked in the door. Like, because I know you're a college head, so like, what's your thoughts on that?
So, I was all about bringing seeing Deion. To me, he changed that program, that Colorado program, because Colorado wasn't. I'm not trying to be mean, but they wasn't shit.
I mean,
before
they
he
won one
arrived.
game. I mean, that kind of says it all.
Literally. And then 4-8 in Deion's first tenure. That's when they started.
And Travis was hurt.
Yep, and that's when they were 3-0. And then once Travis got hurt and all that, then everything kind of deteriorated. But this is a team I don't want to see in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I'm telling you that right now. The reason I say that, not just because of Travis Hunter, and we all seen his play this year and how great he's played. Double coverage doesn't matter. He's going up and getting that thing. But Colorado is a poised team. They're poised. So
you honestly, in your heart of hearts, you feel like they can compete with any team in college football right now?
To me, if you're asking me, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
This is. And at first, I didn't believe that, last year just because of how everything ended. But this year, they're playing at a very high level.
Have they surprised you up to this point of the season, even for what your standards were? Yeah,
because this year, I think I only predicted. I'm not gonna lie, I think it was only me. I predicted them to have, I think, 5 or 6 wins. I just didn't see it defense wise. But even the defense is. I'm telling you, they watch this fucking show. They follow from burners.
Well, you probably said that on another show, but
it's just crazy to see where they were, and where they are now. And they're and my bad. They're currently the top 2 teams. So I had it correct the first time. It's BYU that's leading, but BYU, the only reason they're sitting first place is because they have one loss less than Colorado does.
Got you. So if they lose this week and Colorado wins, then they
would get bumped up to that spot. And you also got to be careful of right beneath them, Iowa State and Arizona State. They're sitting at 5-2. I mean at 8-2. Colorado, Arizona State, and Iowa State are tied for second seed.
Oh wow. Okay.
And in college, we say any given Sunday, but in college, bro, it don't matter.
What
the team I'm worried about? The team I'm worried about this year, outside of Colorado, is Oregon, because they're undefeated.
Well, yeah, I think everybody's scared of them right now.
And they beat us by 1 fucking point.
Welcome to the club.
Shit, I swear.
Yeah, that was a classic game right there.
1-point losses are the most sickening, I think.
They are.
Because
I'd rather get blown out than lose by 1. That's a different kind of pain.
I woke up the next morning sick thinking about it. I was like, all we have to do is kick a field goal.
But yeah, I'm gonna let you go, brother. Go check out your boys, man. See if y'all crack that undefeated streak. Thank you for pulling up. Ragu, appreciate you. Blessings up to my brother Isaiah, Coop, Gene, Jay Will, prayers up, brother. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. We're gonna put a button on it. That's episode 126 in the books. Make sure y'all continue to like, share, comment, subscribe. Let's take this to the furthest extent. And see y'all next Tuesday, man. Go Lakers, go Rams, go Dodgers, go Sparks.
Go Celtics.
Peace. See y'all later.